have to get to the lower band. And that lower band is numbers that you all just discussed, that 3,200 plus or minus level. And even if you don't go that low, do we even get into the lower band? And I think yes. So lower remains the thinking, at least from this seat.
Hello and welcome back to Cryptollennium. Today, a brief update on Bitcoin's status, where this market's at, and a piece of information that I'm sure would come off as a bit of a surprise. So without further ado, please like and subscribe and let's dig in. Currently, Bitcoin is back down from the little rally that it had up to 18,000. We're sitting at 16.7, and it's unlikely we're going anywhere anytime soon. We'll start with the bad news. Bitcoin price prints bearish technical pattern, why it could continue lower. Fresh decline below 17,200 and the 17,000 support levels. The price is trading below 17,000 and the 100 hourly simple moving average. There's a key bearish trend line forming with resistance near 16,800 on the hourly chart of the BTC USD pair data from Kraken, and the pair could continue to move lower unless it clears the 100 hourly SMA. And a bit of a visual as to what's being talked about. As you can see, this trend line has formed and we're clearly getting rejected from it. Hopefully we don't see an aggressive low relative to this. Adding on to that, record-breaking whale sell-off, 280,000 Bitcoin offloaded in 30 days. So this is the biggest sell-off by whales in a 30-day period in the history of Bitcoin's life cycle. I'm sure everything will be fine. So it's estimated that whales currently hold around 9 million Bitcoin, representing a significant portion of the total supply. As we all know, there's about 19 and some change, 19. These larger holders of Bitcoin have a significant influence on the market, especially selling activity. The selling activity greatly overshadows any of that taken place in a previous cycle. A bit concerning, but we are going into a recession. Right here, this area indicates that over 200,000, it says negative 200,000 Bitcoin. This could be indicative of a bottom. This could be indicative of something much worse on the horizon. Keep an eye on it. Contrary to this, and just as a good example as to why you should check multiple sources on a day-to-day basis, another article is titled, "Whales Accumulate $726 million in Bitcoin." So they do state that Bitcoin has had little hope to see an uptrend. However, despite the recent trend in the market, the primary crypto asset Bitcoin is recording an increase in whale transactions. The big shots have gathered more Bitcoin in the past fortnight, valued at hundreds of millions of dollars. So I guess the last 30 days look bleak, but in the last 24 to 48 to 72 hours, this has been going on. So keep that in mind. So according to the data from Sentiment, a crypto analytics firm, whales have accumulated more Bitcoin tokens in the past 9 days and noted the value is over 726 million. Addresses holding between 100 and 10,000 Bitcoin are still purchasing more. Furthermore, the firm mentioned these addresses had witnessed rapid growth over the last 3 weeks, despite what we just saw in the previous article. So based on the previous 2 articles, this is a good example as to why we need to check multiple sources and how a narrative can be painted one way or another on a day-to-day basis. Take everything with a grain of salt. As for something that was a little bit off of my radar, and to my surprise, TRON has become the second largest chain by total value locked. TRON is a blockchain-based protocol and operating system that was founded by Justin Sun in 2017. It's headquartered in San Fran and is designed to allow users to create decentralized digital content applications. According to TRON's website, the platform can handle over 2,000 transactions a second, and their native currency is TRX, of course. TRON outcompetes most of its rival networks in terms of total value locked, TVL. However, TRX faces resistance in its attempts to cross above the 50-day moving average. The TRON network can be considered as one of the blockchains that have achieved or managed to achieve noteworthy growth as far as this year. The network is about to end 2022 on a positive growth trajectory after dethroning the Binance Smart Chain to become the second largest crypto network by TVL. As of today, they've passed the Binance Smart Chain by roughly $260 million in total value locked. Just behind ETH, which has $23 billion in total value locked. Tron's value is only $4.39 billion, but is in second place. Here is the top four. So now BSC is stuck in third place with Arbitrum in fourth place. As far as the native tokens short-term performance, it's not looking too good. The weighted sentiment metric revealed that the collective investor sentiment favored bears the last 3 days. So I wouldn't dive in headfirst into TRX, but keep an eye on this because this might mean a lot of big projects with huge potential are being built and have yet to flower. Now, before we conclude, let's take a look at some general information about the macro. This metric is the US recession probability. So this graph summarizes US recession probability based on numerous points of data. And according to this, the chances for a recession for November 2023 have gone up drastically to 38%. But keep this in mind, we have not yet seen the real recession. This could mean that the stock market has numerous legs down to go, that Bitcoin has numerous legs down to go, and that your altcoins still have not been flushed. And as a final note and an important piece of data, the total crypto market cap and Trendline. So this is the market cap for the entire life cycle of crypto since Bitcoin's birth. If we zoom into where we're at right now in this previous cycle, you can see that we haven't reached the lower end of the bands quite yet. On most other indicators, we've touched the lower end. But this indicator shows otherwise. It shows we still have a little bit to go. We are at the lowest point for this cycle so far. And so before we start seeing a dramatic swing up or a reversal of some sort, I would say it's safe to say that we're going to be touching this within the next few months. Plan carefully. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.